Hi everyone, rainwater harvesting, very important topic in module 5. Rain can say water falling in the drops of condensed from vapor in the atmosphere, and harvesting means collect or catch of those water for human consumption. Actually, rainwater harvesting plays an important role in agriculture, and it is useful for urban areas, and it is important to save the water for the future. And thus, it is important to improve the rainwater harvesting through uh, technical as well as financial prospects. Now, how we can do the rainwater harvesting? Here you can see the three simple concept of rainwater harvesting. So first one, it is collect, store and use and recharge. See in this small figure you can see there it is collecting the water, then it is storing a small tank, then it is using, after use then it is recharging. So how we can define the rainwater harvesting? It is a technology used for collecting and storing rainwater from rooftops, land surfaces or rock catchments. So, or else you can say rainwater harvesting means capturing the rain where it falls, or capturing the runoff and taking the measure to store and that water and keep it clean. So it is saying rainwater harvesting. So this is one of the ancient structure in Sri Lanka. It is a mono rock. On the top of the rock you can see a small pond. Actually those pond, it is receiving the water by the rain. Actually it is a small rainwater harvesting structure. Okay, so one more image, same in Sri Lanka. This is a small lighted quarry. Actually it is a small pond, and the source of the water it is by the rain, and the same water it is using for maybe it is for agriculture purpose, or this is what rainwater harvesting structure. Usually lighted quarries are, it is good rainwater harvesting structures. If you are in your surroundings you can see there is a lighted quarries, refilling the soil on that trenches. If you are cultivating any cash crops you will get more productivity. This is what cisterns. Actually cisterns also, it is a ancient rainwater harvesting structure. Especially this is very common in deserts, and cisterns actually it is collecting the rainwater, and those water it is using for livestock animals. Okay, so this is especially for drinking purpose. In deserts they using cisterns. Now we'll come to concept of rainwater harvesting structures and their functions. So it is providing water to the people and livestock, providing water for food and crops, increasing groundwater recharge, and reducing the storm water discharge in urban floods, and reducing the seawater ingress in coastal areas, and it is controlling the saltwater intrusion. And so these are the what are the types of rainwater harvesting structures. Mm. This is first one, it is a roof catchments. This is one type. Okay, roof catchment, it is very simple. Roof water collection system for households, a large system for education institutes, stadiums, airports and other facilities. And one more, it is roof water collection system for high rise buildings, in especially in urbanized areas. Then one more, it is a ground catchment, large area, they collecting the rainwater by one side in the corner they fixing the collector or tank. Okay, so that is. Then we have rock catchments. So natural impervious outcrops, the rock it is where exposed, on the top of that you are constructing a small pond or small reservoir, then it is collecting rainwater. Okay, that is what rock catchment. Then we have collection of storm water in urbanized catchment for recharge. In urbanized area at the time of rain season they collecting the water. Okay, where the storm water, excess of water, it is flowing in the small canals or or small bunch, and those water it is collecting, and then it is purifying, then it is using. Okay, so that is collection of storm water in urbanized catchments for recharge. We'll come to first one, roof catchment. Actually it is very simple, collecting the rainwater from the roofs. Okay, uh, domestic rainwater harvesting system consists of a collection surface, it required a roof, and storage tank, those collected water it is storing in the tank, then guttering, or you can say channels to transport the water from one to the others. Okay, so there is a guttering itself there are many varieties. Okay, so some are it is PVC types material it is there, and some are it is asbestos material it is there, plastic polythene sheet it is there. Okay, so that is gutters, and it is fixing in the bottom of roofs. It is collecting the water. uh, Again it is required some other uh, mm, mm, things like filters it is required, flush it is required. Okay, then small equipments it is, then settling chambers it is required, and these are actually parts of that system. Then now we'll come to surface harvesting. Surface harvesting actually a small area you are collecting the rainwater by polythene sheet, or you can say plastic sheet, large area, and one side you are collecting those water. Actually when the rain comes, no, that time only you are using such kind of system. Okay, that is what roof catchment system by surface harvesting. And these are the roof catchment system. Some I said it is required filters and tanks, and it required a screen and all. Okay, so look at this first images. After collecting the water in the gutters, initially you can see a small funnel. The funnel, the top you can see the screen. Okay, actually it is a mesh. So what are the debris it is there in the rain, or you can say in the surrounding initial rain. Okay, those already is filtering in the screen. uh, one more thing, rainwater it is not a pure water, it is slightly acidic, and always pH it is less than 5.5. Okay, and those water it is collected by those funnel, and then it is entering to collection tank. Initially the rain season, or initial rain season, there are, you can see, more debris in the water, and those water first we can flush. Okay, flush, and that is required a small tank, one more, the first flush separator. Okay, then this is the system, and second and third images you can see. See, these are the different types of guttering and their screen types. Okay, leaf eater, leaf beater, and leaf kacha. Okay, so these are the materials. Now we'll come to ground catchment. Actually ground catchment required a very large area. Okay, then one side you are making a slope, and there you fixing the tank, there you fixing the screen mesh and small filter bags and all, then you are collecting the water, and that is a ground catchment system. Now we'll come to ground and rock catchment system. See, in the mono rock you are selecting very hard rock, in the top of that you are constructing a small channel or a small ponds or a reservoir, then you are collecting the water. Okay, so ground and rock catchment system consists of a collection of surface, a storage tank, and guttering or channels. And one more rock catchment system in the top of hills, maybe you can see in the valleys. Across the valley you are constructing a small bund. Okay, then those water, when the rain comes, okay, those water it is collecting on that bund, using that bund. Okay, those water it is using for agriculture, sanitation, or this is rock catchment surface. Okay, so here you can see the concrete dam. This is one, and this is what contour trenches. Contour trenches, actually it is very very good rainwater harvesting or recharging point of view. Okay, actually it is reducing flow of water in the hills. Okay, fixing the distance you are making trenches. Okay, trenches, and it is reducing the flow of surface water, and it is good point of view in recharging groundwater. Recharging, it is actually reducing the flow of surface flow of water. Contour trenches, the trap rainwater, enable it to percolate underground aquifer and break the speed of fast moving water. And this is what gully plugs and nala bunch. Gully plugs actually using boulders, boulders and pebbles. You are constructing a small check dams. I can say small check dams in the streams or in the rills. Okay, gullies and all. You can see such kind of structure, harvesting structures. Usually it is in the mountain tops where the rills, then it is entering to gullies. No, there is a flow of water. There you are across that gullies or in the small streams you are constructing a small bunch, and those bunch are constructed using boulders, but it's not controlling all the water. Okay, some of the water it is flowing, and it is reducing the flow of water. Okay, so that is what gully plugs and nala bunch, and these are, it is very common in Western Ghats and nala bunch as well as gully plugs. And this is check dams and percolation tanks. Usually the source of water, it is rain. At the time of rainwater, it is reducing the flow of water and it is collecting, and those water it is using for agriculture, especially in our area. Okay, our area, this is very common rainwater harvesting structures. Okay, now we'll come to use of harvested water, where you can use those harvesting waters, especially in urban areas. Those are you can use for gardening, flushing, washing clothes and cars. You can use those water in urban areas. Of course you can use for potable purpose also, but you should be ensure the quality. Of course, once it is collected the water and you go for quality purpose, you can go for filters. Okay, good quality of filters. Then check the water quality parameter, then you can use for potable. Especially rainwater harvesting in urban areas, in view of increasing the migration to urban areas and the emergence of mega cities in the next millennium, it is imperative that water supply system should be evolved to serve for such a development. Installation of rainwater harvesting system is mandatory for the construction of buildings in some towns in India, especially in Bangalore, Cochin and Mumbai and all. If you are constructing a house, obviously the government has a strict order. You should show a small rainwater structure or roof water collected by a small pit. Okay, so that is what saying it is a mandatory system for construction of buildings in some towns in India. Many government agencies and municipalities the worldwide provide grants, subsidies, and technical know how to promote rainwater harvesting system. Example of typical option in urban areas: rainwater use in households as a supplement, public institutions, high-rise buildings in high-density urban areas, collection of rainwater in industrial areas, use of runoff in airports, collection of rainfall from public open spaces for recharging. We will come to urban area and rural area, how we can implement rainwater harvesting structure and what are the structure we can implement. Okay, what are types of structure you can implement in rural as well as urban areas. Urban area, rooftop rainwater, runoff harvesting through like a recharge pit, small pit you are constructing. Okay, then you are recharging, and this is common, and nowadays it is practicing recharging pit. Recharging trenches. Okay, actually a little bit depth. Okay, you are going recharge trench. Then tube well recharge, where there is a borehole point will be there. and surrounding that certain dia you will be excavating the soil, then refilling with the silt, sand, boulders, okay, then making a small filter sets, then you will be supplying the rainwater to that pit and it is recharging. So that is a tube well recharge. Then we have recharge wells. Directly it is connected to open well, recharge wells. Okay. Now we'll come to rural areas. What are the rural area we can implement? What are the structure we can implement in rural areas? One, it is a gully plug. Gully plug. In the gullies you are making a small bund, okay, using boulders. Then contour bunding. The hill you will be making a contour bunch. Then check dams, nala bunds, percolation tanks, recharge shaft, dug well recharge, okay, subsurface dike, making subsurface a dike, then it is recharging. Okay, so these are the different types of rainwater harvesting system you can implement in urban as well as rural areas. So what are the advantages in rainwater harvesting in urban areas? So one, it is flood control by greatly reduced by urban runoff. Of course, if you are constructing a small check dams and all, it is good for controlling the flood. Stormwater drainage by reducing the size and scale of infrastructure requirements. Water conservation as less water is required from other sources. Reduce the groundwater exploitation and subsidence as less groundwater is required. Financial savings where the rainwater can be used in place of water purchased from water vendors. And we'll come to different shapes of gutters. When you are facing the rooftops, what are the types of gutters you can see? These are the models. Okay, so shapes and configurations. Okay, and how you are deciding which gutter it is required, it is how much water it is collecting in your gutters and what is the area. Okay, so based on that you are selecting what are the configuration it is required. Okay, now see, this is very small simple techniques actually. Those are grass tops and it is collecting by the plastic sheet and it is connected with the small tank. So this is actually it is practicing in rural areas, I can say. Okay, so this is all our rainwater harvesting structure. Very important topic it is. Thank you.